I used to think if I couldn't find hope, I should just let it all go. I used to think if I couldn't make dreams come true, I should just let them all go. When life seems impossible, look from a new angle. Change just one little thing. When life feels intolerable, find your true source of love. Concentrate, focus on love. Center now, focus on love. Dedicate, focus on love.
Awesome. Welcome everyone to the Spearitual Station. I am your TAC, teacher, advisor, and coach, Spirit. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the lesson for mid-month of August. We're picking up off of session 1, lesson 1. So this is considered session 1, lesson 2. And we're still discovering love. We're still on that subject matter of love. So what we're going to start with going forward is Matthew 22, okay? And we're going to be reading verses 37 through 39, okay? And that's the first book of the New Testament, okay? Matthew 22. And we're going to start with verses 37, and we're going to end at 39, okay? And it says, "But last of all, he sent unto them his son, saying, They will reverence my son. But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said among themselves, This is the heir. Come, let us I'm sorry, am I reading the right one? Matthew 22. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong chapter. Okay, Matthew 22, 37. Jesus said unto them, Thou shalt love thy Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all of the law and the prophets." So I went on over to 40, didn't mean to do that. But again, let's go back for a minute. "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind." This is the first and great commandment. The second is similar to it, to love your neighbor as yourself. Now, I posed a question a few weeks ago about how to love your neighbor, and if the balance was appropriate. You know, if you have a nasty neighbor, if that's how they know love, should you show love the same way they give it? Or do you do the opposite and you exercise the things that we discussed last week, which we'll get back to in just a moment. Now, when it came to love, it talked about the law. So we know, some of us know that the law, in terms of the Bible, because we're starting with this book. I prefer this book because this is a global book, okay? And everyone around the world is affected by the Bible. It's not the oldest book, but I will say it's one of the greatest books ever written. So we're going to go to Exodus 20th, okay? That's the second book of the Old Testament, okay? Exodus 20. Just put my glasses on. Okay. And we're going to start with verses 3. And verse 3 says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Okay. 4 says, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." Okay. 7 says, "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy." Okay. Go down to 12. "Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's." Okay. You can reread this on your own time, but we're just going to kind of dabble into the elements of what we refer to as love, okay? So let's flip back, because these are the commandments, okay? And these commandments represent acts. If you love God, this is what you do. When you love your parents, this is what you do. When you love your neighbor, this is what you do. This is how you act, and this is how you should think. So let's go back to 1 Corinthians 13. That's the New Testament, all the way towards the back. There's 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians. Okay, so 1 Corinthians 13. Okay. And this title, Love is the Greatest Gift. Again, though I speak with the tongue of men and of angels and have not charity. So we're going to substitute charity, the word charity, with love. And have not love, I am become as a sounding brass or tinkling cymbal. So to me, you just noisy. You just saying shit. You just saying stuff. Okay? And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all this faith so that I can remove mountains and have not love, I am nothing. How can that be? How can it be when I'm doing all of these things, but if I don't have love, you're nothing? Okay? That's why I am urging people to dabble deep into the meaning of love, because I don't believe you can live anything you can't define. Okay, so let's take it to the board. Wonderful. So hopefully you all can see the board clear enough, where we discussed love in session 1, lesson 1, and we gave it titles. Okay, so we gave Gil, God is love, and we discussed the first and only scripture in the Bible that discusses or describes God's love is that he gave his only begotten son. There's nothing else in there that talks about God loving mankind or humanity other than he gave his only begotten son. All the other scriptures I have researched and learned through life has always been our love towards him and our love towards each other. Okay? I haven't even really discussed scriptures that talk about loving yourself. Okay? Now, when we talk about the love of us, we titled it Lou, right? Lou. And in 1 Corinthians 13, it talked about all of these different stuff. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, that's a sacrifice. But I don't have love, it profits me nothing. What's the gain if you're doing all of this and you don't have love? But what is love? I mean, really, what is love? And then it says, love suffereth long and is kind. Love envieth not. Love vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up. It don't give itself a whole lot of self-importance. That's what vaunteth is really discussing. But it starts to detail what it's not. Okay, so we talked about the ingredients of love: kindness, giving, caring. And then we got to a little rough spot where it talks about it envieth not. We called it jealousy, okay? And it just so happened Lou is involved in jealousy, the love of us, okay? I got a little surprise for you in the end, okay? So it's not puffed up. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you have people that become, they say they love you, but they become a little condescending, like, okay, maybe they bailed you out of a situation and they're helping you, you know what I'm saying? And although it's an act, it looked like love, but condescending attitude, puffed up attitudes don't feel like love. And that's what we discussed last week. What is the difference between your feelings and how you think? What is love? How you feel and how you think are two totally different things. It says, it does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth. You know, that kind of sounds like a friend. You know how to say, when your friends really love you, they really honest with you. They're not going to tell you what you want to hear, right? They're going to give you the truth, what you need to hear. Why would they do that? Because they love you. Well, what do you mean that you love me? Okay? So charity or love never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they will fail. Whether there be knowledge, it will vanish away. So we know that it's a season for everything. Everything will pass, but it's something about love that will not perish. Okay? It talks about we know in part, we prophesied in part, but when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away with. So, when perfection comes, because the next verse gets really interesting, okay? It starts to talk about maturity. When your mind is different, when your mind is growing up, okay? You begin to take a different approach to life and humanity than you did when you were immature. Okay, so I want to share this one scripture with you regarding love, and it's coming out of John 15. Okay, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Okay, John 15. I want you to hear this one thing before we actually sum this up. And it's verse 13. Now this is Jesus speaking. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. So to Jesus, Yeshua, whatever you prefer to him as, Rabbi, for him, he said the greatest love of all is when people lay down their life for their friends. Now what does that mean, laying down your life for your friends? Because to me that is definitely an act of love. When you're showing kindness, that's an act of love. But let me tell you, people can be kind to you and be thinking about how to get rid of you at the same time. Okay? So that can't be love. Okay? Somebody can give you a gift, right? But behind that gift, there's a motive. So kindness and forgiveness can't be love, right? Somebody can be caring, okay? You sick in the hospital or you bed rest and they giving you soup. They caring for you, but it's arsenic in the soup. It's an act, but is it love? We don't even have to talk about jealousy. That's a whole other subject, okay? Then Jesus said the greatest love is when somebody lay down their life for you, okay? And in my aspect, Jesus was willing to lay down his life for his friends, not for everybody. God gave him to the world. And when I say lay down your life for a friend, that don't necessarily mean at gunpoint. I've heard stories where people went and took charges for friends. They went to jail for them. That's laying down your life for a friend. Okay? I've heard people who, out of reflex just jumped in the middle of a shooting for a sibling. Just not acting, just because of whatever that is, that connection. They lay down their life for their friends. So, my question to you again for session 1, lesson 2. What is love? Define it for yourself. Because even in Exodus 20th, where it gives the law, which is telling you how to think. Then you have 1 Corinthians that's giving you all these acts. It still did not tell you exactly what it is, which I can appreciate. Because at least at that point, you are defining it for yourself. And guess what's next? You're going to measure yourself first. And I'm going to leave it on that note until next week. Thank you so much for tuning into the Soul Station here with the Spearitual Bee. I can't wait to bring you another one. Till then, one love, happiness, and peace. Take care. All right. conversation here with the Spearitual Bee. I hope you are doing well, and I hope you are ready to get started with your August mid-month report. Okay, your views awarded you a nickel status. Okay, that's new, nickel status. But nonetheless, that means that you're going to get about 6 different stacks here. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just done differently. You're going to start out with a planetary alignment. Okay, we'll start with the planetary alignment. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, that just fell out like that. So we're going to leave it like that. We have the hearts of the cups of the earth as your external planetary influence. And internally, you have the same element. Okay, the hearts of the cups of Neptune. 38 may be of significance. There may be a lot of separation at some point, or a separation, a significant separation. You can still be in the same circle, doing the same thing, and still feel, alienated in a sense. It's also number 11, so it may be piggyback on some misunderstandings. Maybe it's just your mood, because you are in the cups, you know what I'm saying, and they deal with feelings. So maybe that's what's going on. I'm hearing, wow, this world is crazy. Okay, this world is crazy. Okay, I hope you can still hear me. I hope okay, sorry about that, Taurus team. Just had a little difficulty right there, with technical difficulty. But yeah, we're talking about these cups and these feelings, and you feel like shit, this world is crazy, crazy shit is happening. It's probably put you in your feelings, probably got you where you kind of just want to be to yourself, or maybe really like let bygones be bygones in a sense, You ready for it to be over. But nonetheless, I see you at a good place personally. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you are emotionally attached to, you seem pretty cool with it, joyful, I'm hearing influence though. I'm getting somebody influence. I don't know why. I don't know if this influence make you happy, if it's going to bring you joy, if it's going to bring you some type of benefit, if it's going to... Because I always really well, but it's crazy how it happens, and it may come out of, from being apart, Okay. And I see that you have like a new beginning here, but oddly enough, it's a lot of luck on your side. I feel like for the most part, you need to be more in your, in your gentle nature. You may be in or need to use your heart as opposed to your head. Okay? Right now, I don't know why. You may have to have a heart, you know what I'm saying? Like the lion in the Wizard of Oz. I think he didn't have that courage, was it a heart or whatever, But that may be what's so crazy about it. I don't know. Let's see what your mood is going to be like. Let's see how it matches up for mid-month report. Okay. Hope y'all like the change. Hope you like your lesson. Externally, you have the moon in Aquarius, and then you have you internally, moon in Taurus. And the time is right for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. So that may be that good time roll going on right here with this 3 in the earth and the hearts and the cups and stuff like that. And then you have yourself. Now it's time for focusing on finances and practical matters. Yeah. Okay, so passions, things that you may be, hearing some really out of ordinary ideas or sentiments or how to do something different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you want to be unique. And maybe you need to be using parties and gatherings and social opportunities in order to introduce your unusual and unique ideas, okay? Whatever that is. That's celebrating life. You know what I'm saying? So your keyword and reference for mid-month August report is good. My good, okay? My good. Oops. My good. Maybe thinking about the good that you do. Taurus, this is you. With Aquarius, you're definitely thinking about payoffs. You know what I'm saying? A good, comfortable life. A career path, a purpose, definitely. And you want to do things that you love. You may be spending a lot of time to yourself. You may be alienating yourself because you got things and passions and purposes here. You know what I'm saying? You planning and you putting things in order. This is about a change of life, definitely. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what the source wants me to reveal to you for mid-month August report. Don't forget to throw up some thumbs, all right? Thank you. Throw up them thumbs. What's going on? Okay. Ooh, I like it already. Overall, you got the big stick, okay? And it's based on the King of Swords. Ooh. Expect 9 of Cups mid-month. It's stemming out of the 5 of Pentacles reverse. And you have Temperance as your outcome, okay? Let me double check if you all get conflict and challenge. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna give it to you this time. And your blessed support the energy. Let's see what's going on underneath. We have Chariot, okay, secret progress, doing things in secret. Yeah, I told you was thinking about being comfortable, I don't know if this is a transition, an upgrade, your career path. Some of you will move, Something about all the good shit you got. Whether you want to keep it, whether you want to let it go, I don't know. But I'm hearing opportunity here. There's opportunity here. That's what I'm hearing. Like it's an opportunity for you to push ahead because there's some relief here, okay? It's a good outcome. You can push ahead. Okay, I'm hearing dutiful, being dutiful. Somebody's been doing their homework. They've been checking things out on the real, like in depth. They have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience behind it. Okay, we're going to see the reason for this relief based on this King of Swords, because this could be you or someone else. because I don't know what this Five of Pentacles is pertaining to. It could be pertaining to anything, work, could be pertaining to a charitable organization. It could be pertaining to like, how like help comes through, but somebody had to look deep into the matter. You know what I'm saying? Because if the King of Swords is showing up, it's in depth. And I don't know if they had to look into it or they already had, I'm sure they had the base knowledge, but advanced knowledge. Or they had to just look at it on your behalf. Even some of you it may even be involving a child. I don't know. Or a younger mate. But it's like there's relief here. It's over. It's done. Go about your way. Do your own thing. It's the next step. This the next step. What energy here? Let me see what's going on. It has to do with you're saying the same thing, but something you've been trying to put together. Somebody's been trying to put something together. Maybe a couple of opportunities. Maybe this has something to do with your experience. You're trying to put your experience together. You're trying to figure out which side to be on. Some of you. Because this is like checking back, here and there to see what you can gather, to see what you can come up with. To see how you can actually like you outlining it, but you're still in a circles, in a whirlwind. I don't know. It's not 100% clear yet, or wasn't. But it is to the good, because we right underneath there, we do have youth. It's also related to Libra, but it's to the good, and this says my good, and look at that. Overall, you have the approval here. But I like some of y'all, she throw this something. You may have a dog. I know some Tauruses with a dog. I don't know why that's significant, but she pointed that out. I don't know why that's significant. Okay? Maybe that's what you're doing investigation on, trying to investigate something about your dog. This could be you taking your dog somewhere. Maybe you're trying to figure out if dogs, because this can be an approval for a move, and you're trying to find out if, see, she keeps popping it out. You need to know if dogs are accepted. Some of you, it's a couple of dogs, big dogs. Why? Something about that dog. Yeah. Trying to find out. It can also represent a friend, like my dog. I don't know what they call it now, my dude, but we left off on my dog, If somebody, this is like, look into that, find out. And it feels really relieving here. It feels good to be able to push forward, maybe on your passion and dreams, or in a move. This got something to do with some pet or pets, some dogs. And some of you, you're going to have one of those FaceTime meetings, or you may be getting this information off of a social media network. I don't know. Um, this can also be you in orientation. This can also be about that move. You meeting with someone about that move. Um, you're going to feel relieved, but nonetheless. It's got the answers for you. Some of you, this is about courses. You may be moving, going back to school. You college students, could be about courses. But I feel like for some of you, I don't know if it's happened yet, but you may be a little late. Maybe it has something to do with this dog. I don't know. Let me see what the conflict is. Yeah, you got some shit you need to try to figure out. Look at that. It's a solution though. I'm telling you, y'all got some good, like, you got issues, but you got that good energy. It's like planetary intercession or something. You see how this energy is like, but it's to me, my interpretation is, even though I'm bringing you an issue, you got a few things to solve. It's already solved. It's like the universe saying it's already solved. It's like the Most High saying it's already solved. It's done. Okay? Maybe because of your good. For some of you, I feel like this King of Swords, the conflict is they really want to try to sabotage you for some reason. Because for some of you, you just couldn't figure it out yourself. You needed somebody, or you'll need somebody to look into something for you, whatever this is, whatever it's pertaining to. It's like I'm hearing it's like 1, 2, 3, like damn, 1, 2, it's like the third time I had to try to deal with this. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? But the solution is there. 3 is the charm. The solution is there because he's smart. Whether it's a masculine or feminine, you know, they know. Let me say this. I feel like the King of Swords is good at whatever they're going to do. But if they in their field, they experts. They good at what they do. I don't care what it is. Whatever the field is. If they have a passion for it, they will know it. Okay? The King of Swords can be so learned, he'll be telling the doctor facts about health issues, you know, because it drew his interest, you know. Very brilliant mind. For some of you, it's got something to do with a message. So for some of you, it's like the third time, still trying to wait on the solution. For others of you, it's like the conflict, really, you can't do this by yourself. You probably want to solve it by yourself, whatever the issue is, but you cannot. You need some help. This is somebody that's good at it. This could be a sibling, you know, that's good at, say for instance, because this could be, I keep saying a move. You got this dog, some of y'all, and you got all this stuff, and you need help. Maybe you have a sibling that's really good at looking into shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They just have experience. whether personal or professional, they can look at the stuff and find nice places for you to live where they accept your dogs and things of that nature. That's the King of Swords. It could be anybody. Their job, they could be a baker, but they know stuff. You know, they have a talent for certain things that require in-depth investigation. They know how to do that, especially when they're passionate about it. So everything is all to the good, though. You're getting this approval, whatever it's pertaining to. I don't know if it's about going to this school. I don't know if it's about moving. I don't know if it's about something that you are watching on social media that you really like, that makes you feel better, because now you got the information, then you know where to go, then you know how to progress. It's definitely about progress. Some of you, this could be a work orientation. Maybe you have to travel. And I see in the outcome, you have the Temperance card, you know. I'm hearing patience now, patience. Patience. They may have to be filling you in on some things, or you may be having to fill somebody in on some things. Trying to make it work. Yeah, the blessing is you'll have everything you need, everything required. Everything, some of you that you thought of, it's done. Didn't I tell you that? Whatever it is, you have it, or you will have it. You ain't got to worry about a thing. Even if this is things that you imagined. And I'm hearing a good start. A good start. This may even be a coach, a mentor, something that you meet with, or that's online, or that's available to you. It's going to make you feel good. I don't know if you're going to actually go speak to this person, or you're going to do it via social media, or say like a FaceTime. Video, one of those video FaceTime things. I don't know what you call it. But how we going? It's like we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. Let's sum it up. We're gonna fix this. All right. Yeah. So until around the 1st of September, that's your energies thus far. Ooh, look at that. You got the key. Okay. So you may felt a little strapped, you know what I'm saying? A little low, you know how you get. Those are sometimes we come in with that straight security and financial security and safety, you know? So, but things are going to be fixed, okay? Maybe been broke, but it's going to be fixed. It's coming out of some of you a separation. I feel like for some of you, some things had to be investigated, looked deeply into. Nothing, they don't have to be, when you say investigation, don't have to be anything serious. Just they have to look into stuff before they can give you an approval here. So you seem like you're going to be okay. They're going to have a little talk with you about some stuff. Some of you, they may want you to try something. I don't know what it is, okay, based on what they've learned or what they know or what message, I don't know. Let's see what the underline. They got the clock. Okay, they may want you to try the new schedule if this is about your job. Okay, you got the block, dock, flock, frock, talk, lock, mock, rock, shock, sock, knock, and stop. All right. that again. Some of you, this could be your outcome based on this sword and this Temperance energy could be medically related. It could be your dog. Did I say somebody maybe about their dog? Maybe the dog was sick. Maybe you sick, ill or something. Let's get you the spiritual oracle message. And if you have not thumbs up the vid, please do so now. Thank you. Oh, I see that flip. There it is. Knock on wood, baby. Whatever that means to you. Some people, this is like superstitious. I don't know. But knock on wood, it's like, you know, to the good. My good, and I tell you, like, shh. You know, I didn't know if it was going to come through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to leave it on that note, okay? Some of y'all, this is your underlying energy diet, okay? Right? It's what that medical stuff is dealing with, your diet. It may be in that thorough research too. So I'm going to leave it on that note. Thank you so much, Bows and Sub-Bows, for tuning into the Soul Station once again for your forecast. I can't wait to bring you another one. Until then, do whatever it takes to make you happy and be at peace with yourself. Hotep and one
love. I should just let it all go.